Me on, I want to go back before that because I want to know your background. Who is NOTA? Uzaluleva uphuma kule Picasso.
So when I was born in Parktown at Florence Nightingale Hospital, but we still lived in
Around next to Hillbrow, no?
Yeah, Parktown.
Yeah. The old Florence Nightingale Hospital.
Yeah. So I mean, like back in the 90s.
Parktown was a suburb, like crazy.
Yeah, so was
just
Hillbrow.
white people.
So was Hillbrow.
Yeah.
So was Hillbrow.
Back in the day.
You know, and even if you read about Hillbrow in Brahu Masekela's still grazing. You know, when he used to take Miriam Makeba to go see her boyfriends, her white boyfriends. It's in the book. You know, so like that, basically it was a private hospital, and it meant I was born in Joburg, another generation born in Joburg. My mother was born in Joburg as well. She's a Soweto child as well. My parents' house, or my grandmother's house, my grandmother who died in 1963, leaving my mother an orphan, was right by Dorenkop. What's this thing? The cemetery.
Okay.
Is it Dorenfontein?
Not Avalon, not the Soweto.
No, the other. It's so Soweto. Is it Dorenkop?
Oh, Dorenkop. Okay.
Yeah, the Dorenkop cemetery, right opposite. Like Maupume Gate, like right outside, there's like a greenhouse, number 1101. That's my grandmother's house. Yeah. So she died in '63, leaving my mother an orphan. And my mother then was obviously raised by her aunts, uncles, and everything else. And then she met my dad in the 80s. They got married in 83. And they had my sister in 84. And then 2 years later, it was the state of emergency in South Africa, 1986. You know, a whole lot of things changed. And they didn't have a boy child. But my mother could see that, listen, the day I have a boy child, I don't want him to be raised in this environment, because there's too many opportunities for him to become curious and then find the wrong things in life, you know, which is how she saw it. She wanted a better environment for us to grow up in. So as soon as I was born in 1990, she told my dad, hey, forget this thing of buying a stand in Diepkloof Extension. We're going to the north, wherever it is, you know, whether it be Sandton, whatever you need to make happen, make it happen. So I think my dad got approved for like a little bank loan to buy a stand and Global Surround for 30,000 rands in 1991. And then he started building the house. My mother got a job at Eskom in 94. And because she worked for the state and worked for Eskom, she got a bond through Eskom. And because of that bond, which she ended up paying off 25 years later, you know, we were in Global Surround, we were in the north. Although we weren't like the richest family there, you know, because my mom was the only one who had a stable income, working for the state, working for Eskom. I had a really good upbringing, you know, and a really good environment. My sister, you know, went to good schools. She started at Macaulay House when she was in primary school. And then she went to Sharon Lee Primary. She even did her acting thing. She did music. She acted on the first season of Soul City.
Okay.
With Sister Bettina.
Okay.
Before the song.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. So Mom Lillian Dube. You understand?
Dynamite dude.
Yeah.
Around that era.
Yeah. Right. But so the first season of Soul City, my sister was on TV. So for me, TV wasn't like a foreign object. It wasn't something that was far, or being in the media space. When I was in grade 1 in 1997, my sister was being called at school to go and shoot scenes on the intercom while I was in class. So I understood, okay, fine, my sister works on TV and everything else. You know, we'd go to like TV competitions, like for KTV, they'd have like Reggie's Slime, where they pour slime on you, like, you know, all that type of stuff on KTV, on Mnet, you know. Mnet used to pay it with a check. My mother used to send me, like when I was 5 years old, with a check to go to the Mnet offices, and then you used to open the drawer and then you put the check inside and then you close it like that. Kids don't even know about checks these days.
Remember checkbooks.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And at least you could send your kid with their school fees in those days. These days it's cash. So, you know, you rather EFT. You can't be sending your kid with 1,000 rands to school, or however much it is for school fees these days. So within that environment, like I'm explaining like the broader environment, not just like where I was, but what I was seeing, what I was exposed to as well, because that also helped
shape you.
yeah, and also give me either the confidence, the self-esteem, so that when I'm a little kid, I see djsbu from TV, right? But I'm not scared of djsbu. I'm not like, oh, it's Ngtatis Tombe. No, I observe his work, I understand what he does, I know what I do, and I'm able to have a conversation, and I'm able to discuss work. And when you might be thinking, oh no, this little 14-year-old, this little 12-year-old or whatever, you know, he's able to discuss work, and you're thinking he's cute, that's nice. And maybe you're just playing along, right? But the fact that I'm using the fact that I'm cute or I'm a little kid, you know, to actually have the conversation means that I actually get to have the conversation, and now all I need to do is deliver. And when I deliver, it's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
You understand? It's like, hey, okay, yes, being glad, but you know, okay, oh, so if I get in, okay, no, damn, okay, I've got the deposit, okay, no, oh, so you were serious, okay, well, I guess I have to do this now. And that's how I got myself ahead in life, even though I was very young, because I was exposed.